So, hey, welcome tonight. Thank you so much for spending some of your precious quality time with me. I do appreciate it. Getting into the end of the year here, and I know there's a lot of distractions going on. So, I do appreciate you being here. My name is Ed. I call myself Unemployable Ed, and that's because I never want to go back to work again. All right, I have been completely ruined. I did the, traditional route where, I went to college and got a job. I worked for a large corporation, got a degree in engineering. And, that was the route that, I was told like, that's what you do. Right. And there's certainly nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with working. But it just wasn't for me. And I spent several years and climbed the corporate ladder and just felt like continually day after day that the life was being sucked out of me. And, this picture, I actually worked in a building just like this. It was like 3 stories. It was, I don't know how long, it was hundreds of yards long. And it was just cubicle after cubicle. It was crazy. Um, but that's like I said, no problem. A lot of people did it, and I did enjoy it. I really did for a while. It's not like I just started out miserable. It just kind of happened over time, and I was like, gosh, is this it? Like, is this what my life is going to be? And I was just looking for something else, and I needed some hope, is what I needed. And I look around, and that's just a lot of people, right, especially in 2020, that could use some hope. Now, for me, that path that gave me hope was entrepreneurship. So, like 20 years ago, my wife and I, we jumped ship and we went into business for ourselves. And it was scary, it was exciting, it was just, up and down, it was all kinds of things, but I would not trade it for the world. You know why? Because it gave me that hope back. It gave me that hope. You see, no matter how hard I worked in my job, or actually for some of us, maybe how little, right? It doesn't change too much. It seems like you get your check and it's kind of the same. Sure, I got promoted and I made these, I did climb up the ladder over years, right? But really on a day-to-day basis, I just it didn't give me that incentive. And I found out in entrepreneurship, even though that it was risky and it was scary, I was really rewarded, right? I had this chance that next week's check wasn't going to be the same as last week's check, and that like was like, whoa, I could really see where my efforts that could really be directly compensated to me. And that was just, it was just like a high. It was very cool. So that's why I said, as soon as I stepped out of that office and went to work for myself, I was like, oh my gosh, I am messed up. I'm completely unemployable, right? I do not want to go back to that. So, hey, listen, tonight, if you're willing to take some action, I have a way that you can become unemployable too, if you want to, right? So, or just make some extra money on the side. And it's with a company called Actives, right? And here's the thing. If you're looking for something, if you're looking for a company to partner with, if you're looking, somewhere else, there are things you're going to want to look for. Okay. And what you're going to want to look for is these five. Okay, I'm going to unmute. Okay, we back? All right. These are the 5 elements that are really, really going to boost your chances of success. Okay. Now, here's the thing. If any one of these or two of these are missing, it really, really is a headwind. Okay. So if you want to look for that perfect opportunity, if you're going to take that jump, if you're going to put your time and your effort into something, you're going to want to make sure that it has all this, right? The company, the people in it, the compensation, the products, and then the timing and the trends. So, of course, no surprise, Actives has all of these, which makes it an amazing opportunity, right? So, let's start with the people. Now, why would we start with the people? Well, did you ever watch Shark Tank? What do they say? They say, I don't invest in products, I don't invest in businesses, I invest in people, right? They are very interested in knowing these people that they are putting their money into, because it's that important. right? Right there can make or break. So you're going to want to make sure that the people that you're partnering with are people that are going to be successful, that are going to be around. They're people you can trust, right? I mean, how important is that? Right. So we have actually our lovely Angie Hawthorne was our host that introduced me. Thank you so much. And we have, by the way, she is the woman in the picture there. So not the two bald headed guys, but we have David Brown and Ryan Thompson, and all three of them are just top notch people. Very, very impressive to me, and not just their business acumen, not just their hard work. I mean, Angie's the hardest working person you will ever run across. Okay. And that's awesome. And that's great. What I'm telling you, you've got to have the character, right? I mean, a business person might come in and slam it around, right? And really knock it out of the park for a couple years, but really they don't have the long term because eventually they burn people out. They cross people, they burn them out, and it all falls apart. So you want quality people. And that is so important. And I can tell you that I've gotten to know them over the years. They're absolutely the highest quality people. And you can tell that, right, by the people that have followed them for years through their different ventures. And people don't follow people that they don't trust and who aren't leaders, right? So that was just a huge flag that said, hey, you know what? I mean, I've got all these people that have really worked with them for years. I had this business success resume. These are really the people that are going to be around for a long time. So those are the people that are running the business. Now, a couple of these people on the other side, they are involved in our products, right? So we have Al Zapp, who has developed this amazing technology, this technology that really nobody else has, okay, for the bioavailability of our products. So very, very important. He has been in the nutritional industry for years. You may not know him, but the people in that industry, I mean, he is amazing. He's come up with, he has this long career of coming up with products, and he's partnered with us, right? We have this new technology that he has. I'm going to talk a little bit about, later on. Then Dr. Joe McCord, all right? It's like, I don't know how long ago, 10 years ago, so now, he discovered this NRF2 activation, which is all around epigenetics and really getting in and getting your body fine-tuned to get it the way to act that it should be. So your body is amazing. It can do amazing things, if you treat it right, if you give it the right things. So he is like the founder of this NRF2 activation. All right. He has these amazing awards. All right. This isn't just, somebody who kind of knows about it and studied it. This is the guy who founded it. Right. So we have amazing people behind our products also. Now, if that wasn't enough, okay, you've probably seen these videos or advertisements, brochures, whatever, about other products. And there's like this one no-name doctor that's like, hey, this stuff is great. Buy it because I said so. And you're like, okay, well, he's got a white coat and a stethoscope. I mean, you can't get those on Amazon, right? But, you never heard of these guys. We don't have one no-name guy. We don't even have one known guy. Okay. We have several people. Okay. These are the people on our advisory board. By the way, this is in addition to those other couple gentlemen, that are behind our products on the other screen. All right. These people, they've published papers. They're out in the industry. Okay. We didn't just like bring them over and now they're an active doctor saying whatever we say. All right. Dr. Joseph Maroon is the doctor to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Okay. I mean, Vice Admiral Winter, Dr. Rish Patel. You can look these people up. All right. They are active, known, working professionals. Okay. That they have come and joined our board. Now, do you think that anybody else has approached them and say, hey, come, promote my product. Hey, come on my board. Hey, come on, whatever. Absolutely. Hundreds of people have done this. Okay. But they're on our board. You know why? Because they believe the people, and the products, right? They've looked at our stuff and said, wow, this is actually kind of amazing stuff. All right. So, got the people covered, right? So let me ask you something. How much do you know really about your supplements. I mean, something like 80% of the people now in the US are taking supplements. It's a massive, massive industry and growing, and even more so now because of this COVID thing, right? I mean, everybody's, talking about humidity, but really, how much do you know? Right? Simple questions that most people don't know. Do you even know what you're taking? It's like, hey, you hear about something on the internet, you go in the store and you're like, okay. Do you even know how much you're taking? How much you should be taking, right? Do you know if your body's absorbing it? All right, here's not a trick question. What happens if you take something, prescription, natural, whatever, even food, right, and your body does not absorb that? All right, what's going to happen? Nothing. Right? Your body can't benefit at all if your body doesn't actually absorb it, right? And that is the piece that pretty much everybody leaves out, right? What they'll do is they'll go take some study and they'll go, oh yeah, there's this research that says, vitamin C does this, right? So these companies will grab vitamin C and throw it in the bottle and say, there you go. Here's vitamin C, and vitamin C is doing X, right? But how much was really in the study, right? In the study, they might have used 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C, and in the tablet that's in the bottle, there's 5 milligrams or something, right? There's no match there. Or there's a different type of vitamin C that was in the study that's in the bottle, okay? Or it's just a form that your body doesn't absorb. These are all questions that 99% of people probably don't ask, if they even ask at all, or don't know, right? Again, going back to trusting the company, quality people, character, all right? We're making sure that what's in our bottle is the stuff that your body actually needs, the stuff that science has proved, right, works, okay? The quantity that has an effect, and the magic, absorption. Go back to that LZAP guy. This is where some of this real magic is happening, okay? He has this patent pending technology, all right? It's called Psylock and DexKey, right? That, what it is, it's like this cage. You see it on the right there, okay? So what we're trying to get in the body, right, we stick in that, all right? And what that does, it's like a carrier system that gets it through your body, through your stomach. So important. So many things. You know what your stomach is there to do? Destroy stuff that you put in it, right? Break it down, right? So there's a lot of these supplements you're taking, a lot of these probiotics that you're taking. What are probiotics, right? They're living bacteria, right? That weren't meant to be in the stomach acid, right? So many things are destroyed in the stomach and never make it to where they need to be, all right? This technology protects it. It protects it and gets it through the stomach, gets it into your intestines, and releases it where your body can absorb it, right? It's amazing, amazing. This is unique. You're not finding this anywhere else. This is not on your shelves on any product. 1,000 bottles on the shelf, okay? They don't have this, all right? This is so important. All right, it's that one piece, that the technology to deliver, but of course, you want to put the right thing in it too. All right, going back, that's Dr. Joseph Maroon. So I'm on the advisory board. One of the main reasons, besides the quality of people, of course, that he's on our advisory board is he has studied butyric acid. He knows the benefits of butyric acid, which is the main ingredient in one of our products. I'll get to in just a second. One of the things is very fragile, would break down in the stomach. It would never make it through if you get it in your mouth. The other thing is it's absolutely putrid. So what he said was, listen, if you could mask this, that smell and get it in the mouth and through the body where the body could absorb it, you'd have the holy grail. Okay, the way that he talks about this molecule, this one molecule in one product that we have, is that it's the holy grail. It does so many things. This guy is talking about, concussion injuries in the NFL, right? He's talking about crazy stuff, like brain neurogenesis, right? Like growing brain cells. I mean, is that crazy stuff? not to mention all the stuff it does in the gut. Okay, this is the level of stuff we're talking about. Now listen, we have a Monday night testimonial call. We also have a Friday night product call. So, I don't want to spend a whole lot of your time getting into the details of the product, because if you want to know the nitty gritty stuff, right, there's 2 other calls for that. All right, but we have this trifecta of products. All right, we have OptimEnd, Link, and Genomics, right, that are just amazing, and they work together, right? They have this synergistic effect. Okay, so OptimEnd and Link are using that technology, and they're battling. OptimEnd battles, pain and inflammation. Inflammation is one of those root causes in the body that cause so many issues. Okay, Link is that butyric acid, I was talking about. It's a foundational nutrient that's healing the lining of your gut, protecting that barrier, making sure that the right stuff gets through and the bad stuff stays in. Okay, and then Genomics, this is where we're talking about our NRF2 activator. That's where it's really activating so many of these genes, the NRF2. So we have this great explanation about the butterfly, right? So, a caterpillar and a larva and a butterfly, they all have the same DNA, right? DNA makes everything that we are. But there's all these genes that turn on and off. And depending on the genes that you turn on and off, make it, whether it's a caterpillar or, a butterfly, okay? But it's still the same DNA. That's what it does in your body, right? We have these genes that turn up and down. And this NRF2 activator, this Genomics, this gets in there and turns on those genes that may have been turned down or turned off as we've gotten older. It's really the fountain of youth on the inside, okay? So get the fountain of youth on the inside. What do you want? The fountain of youth on the outside, right? So we have this amazing 3-product skin care system that has also done some amazing things. Actually, Angie Hawthorne has a great video talking about her experience with the Mora, and we have all kinds of testimonials. Most of the high-end serums, this is one of our products, have like 1 active ingredient, maybe 2. Ours has 5, right? I mean, that's the kind of stuff that we put into our products. And I've had so many people that have tried it after saying, I've tried everything out there, right? It doesn't work, love it. And they try Mora and they're just blown away. So what do we got? We've got the people, we've got the products. Okay, now what about the compensation plan, right? I mean, you want to make some money. So we actually have the 9 ways that Actives pays you. Again, I'm not going to go through them all tonight. Okay, just a couple parts of it. One of them is the fast start bonus. That means this part we pay weekly. Okay, what is this? It's Wednesday. Okay, that means that you can sign up tonight, right, and start calling people. Well, really tonight, depending on what time zone you're in. But you can sign up tonight, start calling people, showing them some of this amazing information, and get paid on them making these purchases next Friday, right? You could sell something tomorrow and get paid, have a payment next Friday. What business can you start where, in 24 hours, you can be, sharing information and making sales? You just can't. Right? There's just so many things that you can't do. So we have this fast start, but here's the other part that I really love. And we have these global bonus pools. All right. So what we do is we take 10% of all the sales and we put them into these global bonus pools. All right. And then you have a chance to earn a share in these pools. Now here's the crazy part. Okay, you can earn off sales that you have nothing to do with, right? Sales that you don't refer, even sales that are in other countries. Okay, we are active in 4 different countries. Okay, we can actually ship to, what is it, 220, some crazy amount. Okay, but when I go to bed tonight, we're open in Japan. I think they're, 12 hours, something like that. So I'm going to bed, Japan's working, they're contributing into the bonus pool that I'm getting a piece of. All right. And as the company grows, those bonus pools are going to grow. If we sell on other channels, those bonus pools are going to grow. Okay. It's an amazing way to be like, I mean, like you're profit sharing in the company, right? Without having to spend the money to invest or start your own company. Okay. So we got the people, we've got the products, we've got the compensation plan. All right. What else do we have? Okay. Those three things, you can have a solid business, right? The people, the products, and the plan. You can start a business and you can do very well. Okay. But who doesn't want a little help, right? Who doesn't want a little wind at their back? Okay. Be nice to jump on a trend, right? So if it's an area that's already growing, an industry that's going, places where people are going, right? It's kind of nice to have that extra support. That really gives you that extra oomph. So do you think that we're actually in any trends that might be going on? Do you think anybody is interested in immunity or health this year? Is there any other, I don't know, is there some kind of illness that's been going around? Right? I mean, it's crazy. Actually, before 2020, the nutritional industry was growing like crazy. Now it's off the chart. I mean, now everybody's talking about immunity, right? What else? What happened to tens of millions of people in the last 6 months? They lost their job. They lost their job, or they've been temporarily off. I mean, just all kinds of crazy stuff, or stuck in their home, right? So, how about giving them an opportunity to spend some time making some money at home instead of streaming all those videos on Netflix, right? I mean, people are looking for this. There are people that are desperate for this. Okay. So we have got the home business and the nutritional trends, are at our back. I mean, we're riding the wave. Okay. So what's the last piece? Timing. Okay. Now, this is a chart. I forget which, college put this out, but it's kind of the stages that, growth business goes through. So of course, you start in the beginning and kind of trudging along, right? And then they hit this part called momentum. Now, where just kind of, if I didn't give you a hint, where would you want to be on this chart, right? You probably don't want to be in stability. It's a comfortable area, but again, it's also kind of part of a trend where you want to be, right? I'm guessing that you're going to want to be in the early part of this chart. Well, here's a crazy thing. Actives has been around for a couple years. Actually, we really just celebrated our 3-year anniversary this month. But here's the thing. We didn't start here. Okay, we actually started in Mexico. All right. So we've been growing and started outside the United States. What's cool about that is they were kind of, planting the seeds. David Brown likes to say, the pioneers are the ones who are face down in the dirt with the arrows in their back, right? It's a tough place to be, right? There's a lot of questions. A brand new company, you don't know if it's going to be around. Look how many companies fail in the first year, 2 years, right? I mean, that's a critical time. So yeah, it's great to get in early, but it can be very risky. You don't want to be working it for a year and then they go belly up. Well, Mexico has already proved that. They've done that real pioneering part. So we know that it's working. We know Actives works. We know the products work. We know the compensation plan. We have everything that's shown us, yeah, this works. But since we came after, and we're so young here in the United States, we get this crazy benefit of being way early, but having the confidence that we're going to be around 2 years from now because we've already been there. We've gone through the hard part. We've been, doing crazy this year, right? Growing during this time, unlike most other companies. So this is almost like a sixth part. This is like a crystal ball kind of part that you really don't get. I mean, this is so rare. This is so rare that you can get in early into something that a lot of the risk is taken away because somebody else proved it already. So we are just babies here in the United States. So what does that give us? We got the people, we got the products, we got the plan, we got the trends that are back, and we're early in the timing. All right, that was the 5 pieces. Okay, you can't ask for anything more. There's nothing else left. Okay, there's nothing else. If you're looking for an opportunity, if you're looking for something to be different, okay, there's no more of the pie left. So I got to ask you, 2021 is coming up. All right. Now, I don't know how your 2020 was. I mean, if you look at the headlines, it was bad. I don't like to look at the headlines. Everybody has a different, experience. But even in a decent year, okay, let's go back to 2019. Let's say 2019 was a great year for you. How many people still don't want the next year to be better? Right? I mean, even if you have a good year, you're probably thinking, yeah, okay, but let's do better next year too. Maybe I want to get that promotion, make some more money, get a degree or more education or whatever it is, go buy a house, travel, just something. There's usually something you want it at least a little, maybe a little bit better. All right. Now, I'm sure most people want it better than 2020, but here's the thing. What are you going to do different in 2021 to make it better than 2020? Because here's the thing. If you do the same thing in 2021 that you did in 2020, the odds of it being real different, you know what? They start to decrease. Okay? You got to do something different. Okay, put a little more effort into something. Try something new. Maybe if, unfortunately, you're one of those people that were affected, I mean, maybe you're in one of those restaurants that closed down or closed for a little bit. You think, well, you know what? But they're going to be open next month. You know what? I hope so. I mean, so many of those small businesses have closed and they're not coming back, and my heart just goes out to them, as an entrepreneur. But even if, let's just say this, let's say January is crazy and all of a sudden, things go back to normal. All right. Well, that doesn't mean that 3 months later, 6 months later, a year later, it can't all happen again. Right. I mean, this 2020 has proved that something can come along like that out of the blue and change your whole life. Okay, we already know things that are coming, computers and artificial intelligence, just so many things that coming down the pike. And I think that 2020 has accelerated some of those. But the world is different. It may seem like it go back to normal for a while, but it's different. It's been changed. There's underlying things that have been set in motion. So if you haven't thought much about it, it's probably a good time to do it. Do a little reflection. What am I going to do different? What can I do? What's my plan? Do I have anything? I don't care what your plan is. You know what? Maybe it's not actives. Okay. But take some of this information, take something and think about it and go, listen, you know what? If I want 2021 to be different, I'm going to need to do something different. And what is that I'm going to do? All right. This is an opportunity. It's so easy to get into. Maybe you just want to get in and try the products. No problem. Come as a customer, try the products. Guess what? We got a money back guarantee. Take the bottle, like, you know what? That was a whole lot of nothing, and get your money back. I mean, you can't do that at the vitamin store, can you? What happens if you walk back in with your empty bottle and say, I didn't like this, right? They're going to look at you like you're crazy, right? But, maybe you want to make some extra money. What do? What did I say? You sign up tonight, tell a few people about it. Hey, you know what? I heard some crazy information that, it's helped a lot of people. People are making money, people are feeling better. Would you like to look at it? Right? How much effort does that take? How much training does that take? Here's the thing, we got a bunch of people here to help you. You're not going to come into this alone. All right, you're going to come in and you have a whole team of people that, guess what? They're not successful unless you're successful. That's the really cool thing about this industry. Is my job is to make you successful, right? I don't want to say make you, help you, right? To be there to support you, just like your job would be to do that, right? I mean, I literally can't be successful without helping other people get what they want. It's a really cool thing. It's so easy to get into. The risk is so minimal. Okay, people spend hundreds of thousands of dollars getting into a franchise because it's a proven model, right? It's safe. Okay, it's a lot of work and a lot of money. Okay, I mean, a couple $100, you're going to drop a couple hundred. You probably dropped a couple $100 on Amazon before you got on the call, right? I mean, to do something that could change your financial health and your well-being, your health, all right? I mean, that's money well spent. So listen, I wish you, you see my Christmas tree in the background? So I wish you an amazing, amazing Christmas season. I hope it's wonderful for you. And I hope 2021 is amazing for you. And I hope that you get back to the person who invited you to this call so they can help you make 2021 an amazing year. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your attention. Thank you, Angie, for hosting the call. And I wish you all a very good night.